we're going to go over real quick on doing sprint planning and actually building out the sprint subtasks. We're going to build out the sprint story, tasks, and everything that we need to provide for the developers starting next week. We have the project kickoff going on next week. What I want you as a intern project manager is to take a sprint based on the information given using Chat GPT 3.5. It's a free version, and then you can build out the story, tasks, and everything, and I'm going to showcase how to do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to break this up into segments for people to be able to do. For instance, here, splash screen 1, I'm going to go through this, and it's already created. As you can see here, all the necessary tasks are done. This is where I'm going to have you guys take on a sprint and then build out the sprints from the user story to each task. And using Chat GPT, I'm going to show you how to query that in order for you to build these out. Since we already done sprints, we did the first one here, the splash screen. This one is done, and I'm going to go ahead and mark this green. And then this one here, let's go ahead and do login functionality. This is going to be the story, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take everything here, I'm going to copy it, I'm going to open up Chat GPT, I'm going to share this here to query. I'm going to tell Chat GPT, create and tasks for develop, and then just copy that, and let's see what it does. Let's see how this works. All right, as you can see here, it's already pretty much created everything and anything that we need in order for this. All you have to really do at this point, and this is something that I'll review, to making sure that everything is correct. But ultimately what you're doing is copying, paste. You want to paste in regular text, Control V, create user interface, and this is the task. The description is right here. For this here, we're going to have to put this in under, we'll do it like this. This will be the subtasks. Put this gray and gray. Don't worry about the points. Don't worry about the colors. We'll clean all that up. And that's pretty much it, is that you're going to be going through every user story sprint task. And that's going to be sprint 1. Sprint 2, and that's going to be the things that you just have to add additional stories, add a new row below, above, whatever the case may be. You can be able to create this functionality here. Everything collides with the actual user story, and I'll go ahead and finish up these here. Ultimately, what's going to happen is that all these functionalities here, the next one, the user registration functionality, is going to be next, and these are going to be the core setup of the, and so this is what's going to be provided to the developer to start work. And then as a project manager, how do we track the work is based on this schedule right here of, we're going to do this into a 2-week sprint iteration, and we're going to pretty much run down the line in providing, and let me go ahead and do this. Ultimately, what I need is every individual is going to create their tasks and descriptions based on this. And like I said, what I'll do is I'm going to share this link, that way you can be able to use this as the platform in order to make sure you can making sure that you query. So you're going to have the user story of all the tasks that we need to create, and if you look, let me go ahead and go over here, you'll see it has sprints 1, sprints 2, sprints 3, and sprints 4, and we can do this in sequence that way, and that way you can see everything in motion. And then that's what I want to be able to do, is that everybody takes a certain sprint and just builds out the sprint on this sheet here. And then what that's going to do is, come Monday on the 20th, we're going to have a project kickoff, and that's where we're going to be able to provide the developer, here are the things that we want to be able to complete based on this, and then they'll give us the estimate, and this is the initial sprint planning with the developers to making sure that we understand everything and what we're looking for during this phase of the project. If you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up on Slack. But anybody that wants to take on this project, I'm going to leave all the links in the Slack channel. You can start work, just assign yourself what portion you're going to do. And then any questions that you have, I'll come online, help you through. If you want to get on video, I'll help you through. And then that way you're learning the sprint planning and sprint portion leading up to the kickoff meeting. All right, thanks.